Hello, my lovelies. It is me again on a Thursday evening for another episode of Impact. It looks like we're getting pretty much just clip shows until 2024, it seems. But that being said, I'm excited for this one, so let's get into it. Hello, everybody. Like I was saying, we are going to be getting some hidden gems on Impact tonight. So it looks like a little bit of a clip show, maybe some episodes matches, should I say, that we have not seen before because they were not televised, maybe. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Anyway, we will be getting Yuya versus Josh Alexander, which I'm super excited about. I actually really miss Yuya. Like a lot. I didn't think I would, but I do. Hassin. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but good afternoon, evening. Ronnie, you like my hair? Oh, thanks. It's actually still wet. I just washed it. It was hair washing day today. Dale, hello, good evening. Hello, Steve G. If you guys were here on Tuesday, I watched WrestleMania 15 and I was not feeling very well. And last Thursday, I was not here because I was not feeling good at all. I'm feeling a lot better, not 100%, but I'm definitely feeling better than Tuesday. If you guys were here Tuesday, I apologize in advance because I don't even think I mentally was here. But I fucking made it. Happy holidays. Is everybody ready for the holidays? Because I sure am. I am so ready for like 5 days off in a row. Who else is here? Kevin, what's up? ROH Final Battle is tomorrow. Is that tomorrow? Oh, God. There's so much going on. And that's it. So Richard, can you see Dana Brooke thriving in Impact TNA? I totally could. I really, really need her to go there. I actually really enjoyed her. Unless you're going to tell me something that she did that was terrible. I don't understand the hate necessarily. I don't really get it, but finally finished my shopping for Christmas. Good for you. I think I'm done too, actually, which will be a first in holiday shopping for me. Will Jordan Grace, hello, Richard. Will Jordan Grace dethrone Trinity? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on that one. No, I'm going to... Here's the thing. I feel like not as soon as, but I feel like Trinity will go back to the WWE. So I don't want her to lose, but also I'm like the biggest Jordan Grace stan. So that one's really hard for me. I'm going to say that Trinity is going to lose. That is my final answer. I'm still on vacation tomorrow. Oh yeah, Dale, your staycation. I hope you're well rested. I'm ready for winter break. Oh, me too. And you know what I'm really excited about? Where I am from, where I live in Toronto, Canada, it has not been that cold, like at all for winter. So, I did enjoy AEW Dynamite Winter is Coming last night. It was good. It was really, you know what? And I was like the first person to say this when they announced this whole tournament thing that they're doing, I was not into it. I have stated this time and time again. I do not like tournaments. It's like WrestleMania 4 all over again with that tournament. Like it just, I'm so not into it. But this tournament has been so much fun to watch. Like pair ups that I didn't expect that I needed, that I'm seeing, loving it. Hold on, I'm trying to get to everybody before the show starts. Hey, Damien, what up? I have noticed that Pluto TV puts up the Impact pay-per-views and special events, so I have to keep that in mind to keep up with NWA, TNA, Impact. They show all episodes. I don't know if we have Pluto TV in Canada, but I'm gonna have to see because once they go into TNA, apparently I'm so bad at these kind of things. Like, I know there's this whole Discord about Warner Brothers buying, or I don't know, signing WWE or AEW. Like, I know nothing about these things, but apparently TKO has something to do with TNA now, and they won't be doing YouTube anymore. So I'm going to have to find a new way to watch TNA. I've gotten it too easy spending $1 a month on YouTube, apparently. Richard, I feel like Trinity will lose to Jordan because if she does beat Jordan, there's no one lined up to do it with lots of momentum. Unless they go into 2024 and TNA signing new talent, because I do feel like the women's division in TNA, while I do love it, it has been better in the past. And I feel like they need a little bit of shakeup with new women. You know what I mean? Swerve versus Moxley was great. Robert, I didn't expect it to be any less than great. I'm upset that Swerve lost, but his shoulders were up. So hopefully that will swing back around somehow. I don't know, but I love them together. Absolutely love it. I want more of that, whatever's going on there. Are you a good diva? I don't know what that means. Alexis White's hi. Kushida signs with TNA. I saw. I am so happy. I love Kushida so much. And what are they called? The Time Machine with Kushida and the Motor City Machine Guns. I'm going to need more of that. What I do need more out of TNA going into 2024, I'm going to need some more Joe Hendry. That's all I have to say about that. I have a whole rant that I want to go on right now about TNA wrestling, and I will. Just give me a moment. Will Emma return? I hope so. I want Bunny to return. Emma would be great. I highly doubt Mandy Rose would sign to TNA, but ooh, would I love it? Would I love it? I was watching a bunch of classic pro wrestling Gorilla yesterday, but around 3, I fell asleep in the PM. I need a good nap yesterday. Woke up close to 8 in the evening. That was me. Tuesday, I did the stream here. I think I was done around 1:30, and I slept, woke up, went back to sleep. Like, I just slept all day. It was great. Kushida and Eddie Edwards both signed back. Yeah, more Eddie Edwards' wife, please. I need more Alyssa Edwards. Richard, when do you think Crazy Steve challenges Tommy Dreamer again? This is the rant that I want to go on. Absolutely diabolical that Tommy Dreamer is going into 2024 TNA wrestling as the digital media champion. And I saw him talking smack over on his podcast about other wrestling companies when he is the digital media champion at his big age. Just want to put that out there. So, like, he needs to take that belt off and give it to somebody that could, do something with it. Who should face MK Ultra next? That's the thing. Like, they don't, like, who are the women tag teams right now? Like, I feel I feel like the women's division there really needs a little bit of a shakeup. Not shakeup, but they just need to add new talent. And especially, I think Diana Perazzo is not signing. Like, I think she wants to do an indie thing. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes back, but I think she wants to do her own thing for a little bit. I only watch AEW and UWN. I only watch AEW and Impact. I started watching Revolver, which I am obsessed with. And I'm a WWE hoser, so I really only watch the pay-per-views for free. Camilla would be great in TNA. Yes. Luna, it's probably a different app in Canada. Pluto TV, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into it. I'm going to have to understand these things better. Are you surprised by the Rascals' recent losses? When did they? Oh, didn't they lose to ABC recently at the last pay-per-view? Do I like Santa Claus? I sure do. I love Santa Claus. The team name is called the Time Splitters based on a video game. What team? Which team are you talking about? The time machine? Oh. Hello, Boston, Madam Mustard. Could WWE bring in an Impact Wrestling champion like they did with Mickie James 2 years ago? Oh, to the Royal Rumble. I mean, sure. I don't really see why they would have to. Mickie James isn't with TNA anymore, so hold on. I have to look up. Alex Shelley and Kushida, the Time Splitters. I think they're called the Time Machine. Aren't they? Because time, and they're the machine guns. The Time Splitters are just Kushida and Alex Shelley. The Time Machine is Kushida and the Motor City Machine Guns. Yeah, the Time Splitters is a tag team, allegedly. That's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, Time Machine is the trios. Time Splitters is the tag team. There we go. All right. Jesus. Okay. Luna, you don't get Access TV. We don't get that in Canada. No, Steve G. We don't get anything in Canada. Nothing good. AEW might be going to feature. Do you think we'll see Havoc and Rosemary? I hope so, because I really hate what they're doing right now. The Jessica Havoc and Courtney Rush thing. I don't fuck with that at all. Unfortunately. I would love for them to come back and challenge. That's actually perfect. If they come back from like the hole of hell or wherever the hell they went and come back and challenge MK Ultra, I'd still, I think, want MK Ultra to win because I'm like such a fan of theirs, but it's hard to tell because like I was really into them, but because we haven't really been getting any new content from Impact, I'm losing sight of what I once saw. Not saying I don't like Impact. I love Impact, and tonight's going to be a fantastic show, but like I'm not connecting with the characters right now. AEW might be going to FX in 2024. Oh. See, that kind of stuff I literally does nothing for me. Doesn't give me any wiggles. Couldn't care less. Hello to Vivacious Luna. Hello. Dale, Koshida, Motor City Machine Guns together are they're not the Time Splitters. They're the Time Machines. Time Machine. The Time Splitters, again, is just Alex Shelley and Kushida. I just looked it up. And I know that specifically because I was there when they were announced. Could Impact use another dark gimmick wrestler again? Well, you know what? They have one, and his name is Crazy Steven, and they just had him lose to old man fucking Dreamer over here. I love Tommy Dreamer, don't get me wrong, but like, geez Louise. Sorry, Tommy. Supernatural gimmick. I feel like there was like a moment in time where I thought there was too many supernatural gimmicks in Impact. And again, like I like that shit, but there could be too much of something. But now I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know who's who, what's going on, what's happening. Like, we're just going to have to see in 2024 because I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now. Let's go! Rasa for life. I've been WWE and Impact one day or going to work together. Jake something ceiling. What? His ceiling? Pardon? What about his ceiling in his home? What you talk about? I love Jake something. He just followed me on Twitter, so I fangirled. I got R-Truth following me on TikTok. Eric Young and Jake something following me on Twitter. So I think I've won the game. It's something. It's such a stupid name, but I absolutely love it. Can you see Jake something have a Josh Alexander type run? The thing about like, and here's the thing, like people like Jake something. I absolutely think he's great. And I love the whole thing that he did with Diener. That thing, I can't remember what that show was called. Like a couple weeks ago when they were like all characters and they were doing 80s wrestling. Anyways, I don't know. I like to see Jake something having fun, but he doesn't have much personality. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying he doesn't have a personality. I'm just saying like I haven't really seen anything else other than Big Man Crush. And I'm not like, I don't super get into those kind of characters. I want a little bit of something, a little bit of spice. Do you enjoy wrestling more when you just watch and not have to critique every match and storyline? I don't really feel like I do that. The only thing that I critique really in wrestling, is that one time I sat through an entire Raw and then I wanted to gouge my eyes out. And, but like if I like something, if I thoroughly enjoy something, sometimes the good outweighs the bad for me. And I don't really feel like I need to like harp on the negatives. And maybe that makes me a terrible content creator. But other than that and like just critiquing pro wrestling fans on Twitter, other than that, like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, you know? I don't give a hoot. I don't wanna talk about fucking and, like, I don't care. Luna, what are your thoughts on Endeavor setting up a streaming deal with TNA for TNA Plus? I don't know what that means. See, these are the things like Endeavor is setting up a streaming deal with TNA. That sounds really good, and I'm very proud of them. But I am not even trying to be a jackass. I really don't even understand what that means on a deep level. I have no idea. I have no idea what that means. Hey.
Luna, what's up?
What's up? What's up? So maybe you can explain this to me.
Okay.
Big Nick just asked, Luna, what are your thoughts on Endeavor setting up a streaming deal with TNA for TNA Plus? Because I would like to know what that is.
So Endeavor is the parent company to TKO, which now owns WWE. Endeavor has a basically a division where they set up streaming services. TNA has partnered with Endeavor to make a streaming service for TNA Plus. That's what that is.
So sorry, what's the difference between Endeavor and TKO?
So Endeavor is the parent company, so that's the whole company. TKO is
Oh.
technically like a division under the company.
Okay.
Right.
And the other thing is like when people talk to me about this stuff, like Canada's different. I don't know if we would probably have that because it's just on the internet, right?
I would
Or
assume that you guys would have it. The majority of the time when stuff happens in the United States, entertainment wise, Canada kind of follows along. It's when you get to the other countries that may not offer the same thing that's offered in the United States and Canada.
no, we don't get a lot of things that you guys get. Like
Really?
Hulu or whatever, or Access TV. Like we don't get any of that.
Now, so when it comes to like online, like Netflix and stuff like that, the majority of the time, some of that stuff is similar. But when it comes to TV channels like Access TV and stuff like that, you're not gonna get it. So it's because we won't get unless, which is kind of weird, unless you live like on the border of Canada and the United States, you won't get stuff like CTV. I think you guys get CTV up there, right?
Which one?
CTV, is that what it's called? Like that's
Oh,
the actual channel.
CTV. Yeah.
So unless you're on like the border, you'll get those channels. But other than that, we won't get those channels further south.
That's so weird. Yeah, even
Yeah,
our Netflix, like the Canadian Netflix to your Netflix, you guys have way more stuff than we do.
that's true. And then
So
with
weird.
Hulu as well, because I've been in Canada and used Hulu, and I was like, y'all Hulu is way better than our Hulu. That's kind of how I felt. And that was,
We
but
don't
that was
even
like
have
3 years ago.
Oh, yeah, we don't have Hulu anymore. Trust me, I wish we did. We don't even
Okay.
have it. So, yeah. So, yeah, like these things, I'm so confused because I don't really understand it. Because and not only like do we not have a lot of stuff, but I just assume we don't have it most of the time because we never
True.
get anything good. So, so I'm just like, we probably don't have it. Let me see.
But to answer Nick's question, I think it's a really good deal. Endeavor ran the WWE network, if I'm not mistaken, for a number of years. And the streaming service was very, very simple to use.
Oh, good.
So I think it's a good idea. I do believe fans are jumping the gun saying it's going to be a partnership with WWE and TNA and stars are going to cross over. I think that's a bit much. I don't think that's happening. But TNA Plus teaming up with Endeavor to make a streaming service, I think that's going to be good.
Yeah, I just don't. There's no real benefit for the WWE to do that, right?
Right.
Like at the end of the day, that doesn't really benefit them at all. I just can't see it happening. That being said, they took Mickey James that one time and used her, but I think that's because she is a legend in the WWE. But
Yeah.
bringing
Agreed.
in like fucking Jake something for a one-off, I just can't see it,
Or
unfortunately.
Moose or something like that.
Moose!
I just don't see
Um,
something like that happening.
Okay. Yes, I do get Disney Plus, A. Jobson. That we do get. Supposedly Warner Brothers owns part of AEW and Raw may go to Warner Brothers possibly. TK will neither confirm or deny.
I might have to explain that one a little bit more for you as well. So
Yeah.
Warner Brothers is what TBS and TNT are owned by. So basically, I guess what he is saying, Motor is saying that the WB owns WBD owns part of AEW, which I'm not sure if that's true. It probably is. I'm not saying it's not. But basically Raw may be going over to the side of WBD instead of NBC, which owns USA. So I think that's basically the USA Network. I think that's basically what Mulder is saying here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just oh my god. I can't. When people start bringing out the fucking graphs and stuff, I'm like, I'm so bored. Like, I feel like I'm in geometry. Jesus. It's like, I'm sure it's very interesting, but I don't know.
I mean, to me, it's not really interesting. I think the interesting part is the fan speculation and what it could do. But TV deals and streaming deals and all of that stuff, it's not really interesting to me either. To me, it's like a bunch of boardroom talk.
Yeah, exactly. And I just, oof. Yeah, I don't, gonna be completely honest with you guys. But that being said, if we are gonna talk boardroom talk for a second, I do like the idea of Impact having something like that because I feel like, or TNA going into 2024, because I do want more people to learn to love it or, put
Yes.
more eyes on it because I think they deserve it. Because I feel like everybody in that locker room does such amazing things. And if that's going to help, because how many people ask you or me, how do you watch Impact?
Oh my God.
So many
A
people.
lot. And then when you tell them like it's literally 99 cents on YouTube, it's like, I don't want to pay to watch more wrestling. Then don't ask me to watch where to watch Impact.
Yeah, like what did you it wasn't going to be free. What did you
Exactly. It's not. And then 99 cents to me is technically free. It's like you're not really seeing it.
It just comes out of your bank account and I don't even notice because it's 99 cents. Like,
so,
Jesus.
I don't know.
Oh, this is a question that was asked earlier. I want your opinion on it. Can you see Dana Brooke thriving in Impact TNA?
Absolutely yes. I once she got released from WWE, I tweeted, tagged her in it. She probably never saw it because the tweet she probably see is people disrespecting her. But I was like, go to Impact right now and sign with them and be with a women's division that's actually being used. So yes, I definitely can see it.
Yeah, me too. I don't know, like maybe I'm missing something, but I really liked her.
I've always liked Dana Brooke. I don't know why people dislike Dana Brooke. Same with I don't know why people dislike Natalya, but it is what it is.
Oh my God, I just retweeted one of her photos because Mama fucking popped off. Oh,
I think I've seen it.
Oh, looks so good. I don't know. She's a legend. She's a heart. Leave her alone.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and say she's my favorite wrestler of all time, but she doesn't deserve hate either. Like she's solid. Like there's nothing wrong with her. What did you think of AEW Impact crossover back in 2021? Did you like it or what did you? To be completely honest, at that point, I wasn't watching Impact. I think I started watching Impact right after that. And the reason I started watching Impact is, well, somebody told me to, but I remembered Kenny Omega was on Impact and he had one of the belts or something. So I got really excited from that. So I think there are a few people like myself that probably saw that and turned on over because I mean, looking at 2020 or maybe not 2020 because that was COVID, but a little bit before that, or the crowds have definitely improved and gotten bigger over time. And I think having somebody like Kenny Omega on your program is going to help a little, at least a little bit, at least a teeny tiny bit. So I think so in that aspect anyway.
Can you hear me? I don't know what happened to my mic.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what happened.
Oh, he's asking him. Crazy Steven challenging Dreamer. I honestly am so sick of Dreamer. I'm over it. I'm over it with that man.
I don't know why he's held the title this long. I didn't think this was gonna be this long. And it's like you're bringing. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, when you think Joe Hendry had the belt and he made it, like, Joe Hendry's a funny guy, but he also, I think, made the digital championships like feel important. And he held it for so long, and then he lost it to Kenny King, only to have Kenny King lose it to Tommy Dreamer. Embarrassing.
Right. And then it's like, Tommy Dreamer, you're bringing the digital media championship into the TNA era. Like, that's weird to me. It's really weird.
Like, I get it. Again, I'm a huge EC Dub fan, but like, your time is gone, sir. Like
that. That's another person that's up there with Joe Biden in age. Like
not Joe Biden.
Like, why are you still doing this?
Who is that? He had a match. Was it on the last pay-per-view? He had a match with somebody recently for the digital championship, and he won.
Yes, he retained. Who was it? I don't remember, because it wasn't that final was it that final resolution?
I think so. Fuck, somebody look it up.
Because I definitely don't remember. Maybe because I'm not really into his title reign, but I'm gonna look it up real quick. Let's see.
C Money Joe Biden for Impact Media Champion. Do you think Kenny King having to put over Dreamer caused him to request his release? Honestly, I wouldn't blame him. Not one bit. Not one fucking bit would I blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fought Diener at Final Resolution and retained.
Diener!
Yeah.
He fucking won over Diener.
Right.
Well, my boy, Joe Hendry's sitting at home. We have Tommy Dreamer as digital media champion. Okay. All right. Impact. We are now fighting.
I don't know what they're doing there.
Thing I don't like about Dana is too much gymnastics.
I don't
know. I respect your opinion, but I don't see it.
I don't know. We both kind of made a face.
I know, just like, hello? I don't know. When does this show? Oh, this show is already started.
Mr. Boston Gamer, that is Kalisto. He is Samurai Del Sol in Impact. And we have him versus Diener.
Diener?
I think no, I'm sorry, Alan Angels.
Oh, Alan Angels.
I don't know why I said Diener. Maybe because I was still thinking of the Final Resolution.
TNA would be a perfect place for Dana to hone her skill. Yeah, like do the same thing they're doing with Trinity, you know?
Exactly.
Love the idea. There's a TNA announcement on this episode of Hidden Gems. Yeah, they said something about an international star that's coming or something like that. What was it?
Yeah, that's what it is. Like an announcement of a big international star returning to Impact. So I saw people saying that Impact spoiled their own announcement, saying it was oh man, I had his name and I lost it. That's the other. No, the other one, the one that does the go to sleep like CM Punk. I can't think of his name. Oh man, chat, help me out. Uh man, I can't
Oka-
I
Okada?
can't think of his name.
No, not Okada. Oh,
Kenta, that's it.
Kenta.
Kenta.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
already know Kenta's coming. I hope it's something new.
I hope it's something different. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe that Okada is going to be teaming with the Motor City Machine Guns.
I know. That's gonna be a banger match.
I cannot wait.
Eh,
What's going on that weekend? I think it's Hard to Kill and Snake Eyes are back to back.
yeah, so Snake Eyes is basically the TNA TV tapings for the Impact episodes. That's what Snake Eyes is. So they always
Mm.
kind of name them. They name the tapings something. So Snake Eyes is the first one next year.
Mm.
I wonder if they're gonna have because I know when they do tape the Impact episodes now, TNA episodes, I wonder if Will Ospreay and Josh Alexander will be on the same night as the Okada match. I hope it's not. I hope they kind of spread that out
Me
some
too.
weeks, but I think those two matches are going to be very, very good.
Do you think too much time has been given to the Devil storyline? Will Cole or Jack Perry be a big enough reveal? Um, no, I think dragging this out is a good idea, to be honest. I think they're gonna wait till the world's end or whatever, to reveal that. But I kind of like how it's like building up and it's adding different like layers every time. Um, as for it being Cole or Jack Perry, it depends on what the storyline is behind it. Like at it being Adam Cole attacking MJF for me would be perfect. Have the friendship break up, great, got it, perfect. The Jack Perry thing I was against until until they started doing the real glass aspect. So if you're going to bring Jack Perry back as like this super fucking heel and he does a good job and they hit it right with with the real glass Crimea River thing, why the fuck not? You know, that would
Right.
be a great way to bring him back. And I know he works pretty closely with Christian, so if Christian Healy can rub off on him, I'll take it. I will actually take it.
And he's actually already a pretty decent heel. I really enjoyed him, earlier this year as a heel. So, at first, because I know I've talked about it on the channel with KJ and Nick, I was like, I don't know how I would feel if it's Jack Perry, but if it is, I want to see how the aftermath is going to be after the reveal. I think that is what's really going to set the story either ablaze or put it in the back burner in the dust. So I'm interested to see if it's Jack Perry or not.
Yeah, me too. I just want to see where it goes. That's pretty
Yeah,
much it. Like whoever it is, that's who it is. We can't change that, but I just want to see how that story plays out. That's pretty
yeah.
much it. I would love I don't even know who I would want it to be at this point. That's the thing. Like the Adam Cole thing makes more sense, but the Jack Perry and the glass, I don't know. I feel like they could do something pretty grimy with that.
Yeah, agreed.
And like you were saying, I think Jack Perry as a heel was definitely hitting a lot different than the loincloth Jack Perry, you know?
Yeah, it was definitely hitting on all cylinders, and I felt like it was like he grew from like a mid-card talent, I would say, into somewhat of a main event talent with that heel turn. That's kind of how I feel. He was giving those vibes to me.
Yeah, I
So,
really yeah, I'm not going to say he was perfect on the mic by
mhm.
any stretch of the imagination, but he was born in 1997, so he's still a fucking baby, you know?
Oh, he's younger than me.
Jesus. Yeah, I didn't realize he was that young.
Yeah, he's
But
super young.
yeah, so I feel like giving him a little bit of a, you know, giving them a little bit of time to cook, as the kids would say.
Yeah.
Um,
Mr. Damien down here says Deonna Purrazzo is a big loss for TNA wrestling. We still have time, Damien. We still have until December 31st, 11:59:59 for her to be signed with TNA wrestling. Okay. And
yeah.
I'm holding out hope that she signs another contract. But it definitely is a big loss. And TNA as a whole is kind of reworking their knockouts division a little bit. You've lost Mickey. There was a point in time where Jordan Grace wasn't there for a couple of months. It looks like Deonna Purrazzo is about to leave. So they're really holding it down with Trinity right now. But I'm hoping Deonna sticks around because I feel like she still maybe could win the world title, the Impact World title. That would be cool to see with Deonna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's one of my favorite female wrestlers. I love her gimmick, her character, her in-ring work. She's just perfect. I couldn't like and staying with your spouse or your partner isn't the end all be all, but like she just got married, you know? Do you want to
Right,
be away
right.
from your I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
at the end of the day, you have to do what's right for you, right? So, I don't know.
Exactly.
But I always
And
take that in oh, sorry. I was just going to say I always take that into a little bit of consideration.
And maybe this time around, if she decides to see what WWE is going to do and offer her, maybe this time it'll be different from the last time she was in WWE. So you never know. Same thing with Steve Macklin if he decides to go back whenever his contract expires. Because Steve Macklin, this might be a hot take, but Steve Macklin gives me Stone Cold vibes just a tad bit.
Yes.
Um, so I would like to see him in the same likeness and character in WWE and see what they can do with him.
I would love that. I think Steve Macklin is great. He really grew on me for sure.
Oh, what is Samurai Del Sol about to do? Ooh,
Ooh,
from the top.
Jesus.
Wow.
That is crazy. I see Deonna Purrazzo heading to AEW at Double or Nothing. When is Double or Nothing?
May. That's usually when it is the Memorial Day weekend here in the States.
Memorial Day weekend? The fuck
Mm-hmm.
is that? Pardon?
Wait, you've never heard of that? So Memorial Day, so we have Veterans Day, we have Memorial Day, and then we have Labor Day. I'm not sure if Labor Day has to do with the military, but I do know Memorial Day does and Veterans Day does. There's a difference between the two, but they deal both with the U.S. Army, the military.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't give you in details because off the top of my head, I don't know. But we it's a day off, so
It's a day off. That's
it's a
all
day
that
off. It's a federal holiday.
If Deonna Purrazzo went to AEW, she would be lost. They have to. I don't think. I think lost in the shuffle is the wrong wordage here. I think there is no shuffle. I think their women's division is kind of coming together a little bit more than I would say 5 months ago, but nowhere near what it should be. So yeah, that's just my opinion on it. I don't think it would make a lot of sense for her to go there at this point.
Yeah, I don't think she'll necessarily get lost in the shuffle. Triple H is doing a lot of work with the women's division. You can definitely see them more and more on TV. My biggest concern is I don't want her to be stuck in a tag team because it's a lot of times WWE will bring in someone that's somewhat of a big star and stick them in a tag team. I want her to be out there as a singles competitor, showing what she can do and what she can do to help the women's division. That's kind of how I feel. Because I want
Right.
Chelsea Green to break away from being a tag team star and be a singles competitor, but I don't know when that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't. To be completely frank, I don't love. I don't want to say I don't love what Chelsea Green is doing. I just don't. I don't personally connect with it. That being said, you could tell she's having so much
Much
fun
fun.
and she loves what she's doing. So that makes me enjoy it a little bit more. But like you were saying, yeah, I'd love for her to do something. I'd love for her to do something a little more serious
Yeah. Yeah.
because, yeah.
I think it worked better when she was with Sonya Deville. That's when I was really a
Yes.
fan of it, when she was working with Sonya Deville, and unfortunately she got injured. But then, I mean, I like Piper Niven, nothing against Piper Niven, but I just felt like the Chelsea Green character worked better with Sonya Deville.
I totally agree. Actually, there's a documentary about Sonya Deville's stalker.
Really?
And I'm gonna watch that soon, so I'll let you know. I'll send it to you.
Yes, please.
But I didn't realize, like, not to make anybody uncomfortable, but I didn't realize, like, he was trying to turn her straight. Like, that was his whole thing. Like, she's
What?
a lesbian and he wanted her to, like, be hetero and all this stuff, and he was, like, stalking her to make her straight so he could be with her, which is like, ugh. Anywho, so yeah, I'll be watching that because I didn't realize it went that deep.
Wow. Wow. That's real deep.
Yeah, just really sad because I remember when all that happened and how scared she was, and then she got caught with a weapon on her, and it's like,
Mhm.
obviously, I would carry one too after that. Poor girl.
Wow, that's really deep. Now I kinda gotta watch the documentary.
I
I got
know.
the documentary. Definitely gotta watch that.
WWE needs to deactivate the women's tag belt and potentially replace it with a women's mid card belt.
I have been on and off with this for a long time because I feel like there are moments when the women's tag team division is doing decent and pretty well, and then there's other times when it's just like flat out terrible. I feel like they're trying to do something now again with the women's tag team division, but I feel like if it kind of falls flat and fails one more time, do a women's mid card title that can float between SmackDown and Raw. I think that'd be the best bet.
Yeah, I'm really glad they didn't strip the belt from her though.
Yeah, I'm
From
happy
Chelsea
about that
Green.
because she's worked so hard to get to
I
where
know.
she's at.
Right now we're getting MK Ultra versus Giselle.
And
I don't know.
Savannah Evans, Giselle
Oh,
Shaw and Savannah Evans. Do you think 2024 is the year where Shaw gets the knockouts title?
no.
That was quick.
I just I love her so much.
Mhm.
And I feel like they are making her a little more serious than she was before, but I don't see it for some reason.
Interesting. I really thought she was gonna say yes. I really did.
I would love it. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah. So Steve G up here says, Peraza's last run in NXT, Triple H didn't even use her. So I think I've said this a couple of times with Luna, and I've also said this with KJ. A lot of people who were not properly used in NXT or WWE, they've moved on to somewhere else, Impact, and I'm using that as an example, and honed their craft, honed their skills, and came back to the WWE and were properly used. One example is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre was fired. He was released. He took some time away, gathered himself, went to Impact, became a champion over there, really honed them skills, went back to WWE, to NXT, grew there, and then shot up to the main roster. There's people like Bobby Lashley who did the same thing, left WWE, went to Impact, trained, got, in WWE's eyes gotten better, went back to WWE and became a champion again. So it's a possibility that Peraza is on Triple H's eye and could go back to WWE and do big things.
Possible.
Yeah, it's possible. Do I want to see it? No, because I want her to stay in TNA.
Me too, but
KJ down here says that the women's tag team division is building, so we need to trust in Papa H, and I kind of agree there. I feel like this match was filmed in Atlanta because it looks like the where they're usually at when they come to Atlanta, but I don't remember seeing it. Oh, I do remember seeing it because I'm in the audience. I see myself.
I don't remember seeing it. Oh, wait, there I am. I was there. Oh my God. Drew McIntyre even said that WWE tells people being released to be like Drew, reinvent yourself on the indies and in any other promotions, get over and we'll gladly take you back.
Interesting. I've never heard Drew McIntyre say that. I'm gonna have to look that up online. KJ says, LOL, Anthony, I see me. Yeah, I saw myself right there. I was like, so I guess I do remember this.
Man was high on water and fucking life. Doesn't remember a damn thing. Steve G, where is Sammy now? Sammy Callahan? Yeah, I think he only does Revolver now. He left. When was that? He left like October something.
Yeah. Because he at Bound for Glory? I felt like he was at Bound for Glory. I felt like he was at Bound for Glory. And then he left shortly after. I want to say like Bound for Glory was his last match.
I miss Sammy.
No, he wasn't at Bound for Glory, so it might have been before then.
Put the tag team titles on Sane and Asuka. Sane?
Thumbs up, Damien. Thumbs up. I agree with you. I think Asuka and Kairi Sane were a phenomenal team. I would like to see them hold the tag titles again, but I also would like to see Kairi Sane be the women's champion as well.
So two things, sorry, that I do want to catch up on a little bit. Have you heard anything about Charlotte Flair? Because I know she got injured. Is she okay?
No, I have not heard anything other than that they had sent her home and wanted to get her wanted her to get evaluated more before anything else, before they put her back on the road. So I don't know anything what's going on with Charlotte Flair. It's kind of upset that she was injured because I thought they were building to maybe Bianca versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. So
right.
Hopefully we find out something very soon about it.
Me too. And then that Eli Dragunov guy?
Yes.
From NXT, which I actually like the times that I have watched NXT. I actually really enjoy him. So, but I heard it's a storyline injury.
I guess so. I don't know. I did see a video before I logged on here. Someone saying that Ridge Holland had injured him. I don't know how true that is. Hopefully it's storyline. Hopefully it's definitely storyline. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Because I guess it was a taping for NXT from what I'm understanding. So if it's a taping, it probably is storyline.
Yeah.
I mean, anything can happen at a TV taping. Someone could get injured, but hopefully it is a work, I should say.
Yeah, I hope so too, because that hearing anybody has a neck injury always scares me. Ugh. Big. Oh.
Vikingo, is that how you pronounce that? Is that Vikingo? I hope that's how you pronounce it.
I hope that wasn't the special announcement.
Because they haven't said anything yet, and I'm looking on Twitter. I don't see anything, so I don't know.
Ooh, the design. I'm glad Ela is fine. Eli is fine, but I understand people finding the story distasteful for Ridge, who still gets hate for hurting. That's the thing. If it is storyline, that's kind of shoddy, because I know that Ridge guy, he was getting like death threats to him and his family for hurting Big E. So I don't know why they would use him to do that again, especially
Exactly.
with a neck injury. Like, really, like, I don't
And I
know.
believe
Whatever.
Ridge Holland was was the person that also injured one of the members of Pretty Deadly, I
He
believe.
is, yeah.
And he got a lot of hate for that, which I don't understand either, because it's a physical sport and things happen. I don't think people
Well, that's the thing. Things happen, right?
right.
Like,
I don't think people intentionally go out and say, I'm going to injure this person tonight, and I don't care
mm-mm,
what they think about it. I don't
I
think that's
don't.
what people do. Because
No,
people have the same insinuation about Nia Jax. She just sets out to go injure people, and I'm like, no, it's a physical sport. That's what happens. People
that's
get
what
injured.
happens. Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Like,
know.
don't send people death threats. Like, what is
Right.
wrong with you? Especially when you hear Big E talk about it. He's like, "Oh, he sent me a bunch of steak, but I don't eat meat like that. But we're good now. He sent me steak." Like, they don't care. So why does anybody else care? You know,
Right.
like,
Right.
obviously care that somebody's injured, but I don't know. It's so sad. Where do you see Alex Hammerstone in 2024? I have no idea. TNA. Let's go with TNA on that one.
We need more people in TNA so we can take what we can get. Ooh, we have PCO versus Diener in a street fight.
Love to see it.
This is about to be interesting. Anytime PCO is in some type of physical street fight, like, it's must watch.
Watching all the kids in the front row sit down so quickly. Oh my god. Is
Uh,
Impact
Richard says, saw Twitter theory that Mello hired Ridge to hurt as Ilya. I think that's how you pronounce it. So Trick loses his title opportunity. I still believe Mello is behind everything. From what I know about NXT and what has transpired over the past couple of weeks, I do believe Mello is behind everything, and I'm gonna stick behind that.
I'm looking up if Impact is coming back to Toronto. Nope, not anytime
Not yet.
soon.
Not yet. I know they're gonna be in Las Vegas in January, and then in February they're going to be in New Orleans. That's next. So
Oh, and then they're going to New Orleans.
mhm.
And then that's all they have announced.
That's it so far. So
Rude.
I'm fingers crossed that they come back to Atlanta soon too.
I know. I am going to see Dynamite though, finally. Finally.
Is this your first time at a Dynamite?
It is. They've only ever been here, like, I went to the Forbidden Door
Okay.
event, but yeah, Dynamite, I bought tickets to the first time they ever came here, but my flight got canceled 3 times on the way back from Alberta. So,
What?
yeah, snow.
Wow.
So I ended up not seeing the show.
Yeah,
Which
Dynamite, being there in person is it's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed every AEW show I've went to, so hopeful for a pay-per-view this year. I tried to buy tickets to Revolution today, but the pre-sale code wouldn't work for me, so I'm gonna have to try when general sales starts tomorrow. So
Oh my god. Yeah, I was seeing people having trouble buying tickets to that because they were going so fast too. Which is good. Everybody wants to see Everybody wants to see Sting on his way out. Poor
Exactly.
little-
Exactly.
I was at the first episode of Collision. Hey, MDB.
Hey, and that was the first episode of Collision was CM Punk's return, right? I think so.
I believe so, yeah. I would rather go to Collision over Dynamite, but they're not having Collision in Toronto. I'm so sad.
Wow. Is it so it's Dynamite and Rampage?
In
That they're-
Toronto, yeah. And then they're
Okay.
going to Ottawa, which is like a 6-hour drive from me. So
Oh, that's pretty
forget
far.
it. I'll just skip it and not see FTR. Actually, I'm gonna have to tweet Tony Khan after this. Bring me FTR. I still have not seen them live. It's so sad.
Yeah, Damien says AEW will be in Canada for a while in 2024. It's like 2 months or like a month and a half they'll be there.
Oh no way.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. AEW is actually coming back to Georgia, but it's coming to Savannah, Georgia, and Savannah, Georgia is too far, and I don't want to drive to
How far
Savannah.
is that from
It's
you?
4 hours.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah. I don't do that either.
Exactly. I did it for Monday Night Raw when they came this past summer, only because I hadn't been to Raw in over 4 years and I really wanted to go. So I
Yeah.
drove 4 hours and I saw Raw, but then they came to Atlanta like 3 weeks later, and I went to that one too.
Oh my God. They need to. AEW won't go back to Alabama. I don't even know where Alabama is.
It's right next to Georgia.
Is it? What is Alabama? Now I have to look up what Alabama looks like. Alabama.
Oh, Diener is just beating down PCO with a chair.
When I search Alabama, the first like 20 pictures is just college football. Jesus. University of Alabama football mascot is an elephant. Good to know.
I think Alabama is like the #1 college football team. Somebody correct me. I'm not a football person, so correct me in the chat if I'm wrong.
Jeez. Yeah, all their news stories are football. Jesus. That is a very American state. Jesus.
Ooh, PCO exploding out of the corner. MDB says Luna doesn't know about the American Southeast.
Not at all. Not one bit.
Aaron Jobson, Georgia is what is Georgia? It's good too. The Bulldogs, they're doing something. I don't know. I know the Falcons are not doing much, I think, but
I think this one's for you.
I agree that Melo started everything because he fears that Trick is evolving too quick and will still Melo shine. It's just like Jimmy and Jay's story when Jimmy betrayed Jay at SummerSlam. Yeah, I agree with you. Melo is behind everything, and it's going to slowly come out. I think this will be when Melo moves to the main roster because they're going to have Melo versus Trick. Trick is going to win. That'll be the end for Melo in NXT, and he goes up to the main roster.
What low city you from? What? The lowest. I really like Trick Williams a lot from what I've seen of him in NXT.
Eric Tate up here says, how big is Center Stage? I'm assuming you're talking about Center Stage Atlanta. I believe it holds maybe 1,000 people. I feel like I'm wrong though. It looked like it was 1,000 seats in there. So I think it's about 1,000.
Oh my God. PCO just dropped onto Diener on the apron and then slid off of him onto the floor.
Saw that. I'm just still amazed at PCO doing these things at his age. And now this man is pulling out a table. If he now he's pulling 2 tables out now.
Oh my God. Thank you, MDB. I love you. Always got my back. Who should be the TNA heavyweight champion in 2024? Joe Hendry.
I like that. I think Alex Shelley should lose at Hard to Kill the Moose, and I think after that let it be Moose and Joe Hendry for a couple of months, and then Joe Hendry wins. So
I like that. As long as Joe Hendry comes back.
Yeah, as long as Joe Hendry comes back, yeah.
I miss him.
Uh-oh. Don't throw PCO through the table. Please don't do this.
Oh, kill him.
Oh, he's old.
He's another Joe Biden. Not in spirit.
But he moves better. He moves better than Joe Biden.
Okay, as not an American person, maybe I'm missing something, but why does Joe Biden always sniff people?
He does what?
Haven't you ever seen those videos of him sniffing people? I thought maybe that's how you said hi in America. I don't know.
I've not seen those videos.
Joe Biden is a weirdo. It's not an American thing. Okay. Just how you greet each other and just sniff each other's heads.
I have not seen. After this stream, I'm going to find it, and because I have not seen that.
Oh my God. Yeah, see money. I'm not going to click on it, but that's what I was trying to say without getting into trouble.
Wait, he does what? What is this?
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. Trust me, that's all you type that into Google, you'll get tons of it. It's so weird. Oh, it's so weird.
I've not seen that at all.
He'd be putting them nostrils to work.
Oh, is that Sammy Callahan? It is.
Oh, it is Sammy
helping out on PCL.
Who is he with? Oh, that's Jake Christ.
Okay, because I was like, I don't know who that is.
It just looks like smaller Sammy Callahan. Milk drinkers are mutants. Not gonna lie, people that just drink milk, it kind of weirds me out.
So weird. So weird.
Ugh.
Oh, PCO's getting up.
Ooh. He's still alive somehow.
Oh, going up to the top. PCO salt.
Puts down glass of milk. Oh, they were there to help PCO. Love that.
I'm not sure what C money means, and I don't know if I should click on it. But
No,
okay.
no.
No, I shouldn't. Okay, all right.
We'll just leave that in the chat. Kyle's asking a good question. Will TNA continue to tape shows or will we get TNA live? I think they're still taping, right?
Yeah, they're still taping for right now. Maybe down the line, hopefully we can get some live shows in. I would like them to go live before the pay-per-view. Like their go home show is live. I would like to see that happen maybe in the near future for them to kind of step their toe into going live again. That would be cool.
Oh, actually, at some point I want Steve Macklin as TNA heavyweight champion, and I think that is a good quote there because he kind of, I don't know, like he was champion for what, a week?
Yeah, it wasn't too long. It was like a month because he won it at Rebellion, and then he lost it at Against All Odds because he successfully defended it against PCO at Under Siege. So it's like a month and a couple of weeks, a month and a half.
That's the one I saw, I think, Under Siege in Toronto.
Rebellion. I went to Under Siege in London,
Right.
Ontario. Yeah.
Right. I'm getting them all confused now.
So they just announced the international signee, and it's Vikingo, if that's how you pronounce it. So
yeah, I'll see where it goes. I mean,
yeah. MDB, what do y'all drink with cookies? Water?
oh my God.
I mean, I just eat the cookies because I can't do cookies and milk. People that drink milk, I pray for them because it's just it's just like, I don't know.
No, even when I drink coffee and I put milk in it, I use oat milk because I just can't picture
milk in coffee.
What? You just drink it black?
No, I know people put cream in coffee, but people put milk in coffee too.
Is that a Canadian thing? Do you drink coffee?
I do drink it from time to time, but it's usually cream and
what?
Not milk.
The hell? Yeah, I don't think
so. So is the milk like flavored or is just like regular milk?
Either way, like usually, like I'll use vanilla oat milk. It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. You should try. Yeah, that's usually what we
try that.
It's so good. Boston, what does this mean? Speaking of sniffing it. Oh my God. Oh.
VHS says, hey guys, just stopped by to have a little bit of fun. I've been feeling the weight of the world on my back, just going through a laundry list of problems. The Wrestling for Life network or family is my escape. I'm sorry, VHS.
I'm sorry. I'm glad you're here, though. We're just talking about milk.
I get it, VHS. I'm there with you. My brother is currently in the hospital, so I'm there with you.
Your brother's in the hospital?
He is. The one that has kidney issues.
Right.
So he went Tuesday night. He's doing better, and hopefully he'll be home by the weekend, but I understand how VHS feels. I'm with you.
Is he older or younger than you?
He's 2.5 years older than me. So he's about to turn 34, I think it is. I don't remember my own age, so I can't remember.
Oh my God. Very fair. Well, I hope he's okay. It's awful. I know it feels like the holidays just brings out the worst feelings, though.
I know sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
So Boston Gamer says, I am strange because I don't put milk in coffee. Like, I've never heard of this. I don't, I've never heard of this before. I I was raised on cream. It's always cream in coffee. I've
I
never
don't
heard
think I've heard of putting cream in coffee, obviously, but I don't think I've ever done it
like
myself.
hazelnut creamer
Ooh.
and what's the other one? Vanilla something. I forgot what it's called. But yeah. Like
Isn't
I
cream just thick milk, though?
I guess I don't I don't know. Like I even put, and this probably is weird, I put cream in hot chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't put a lot, but I make it with milk and then I put like a hint of cream in it. But yeah, I don't know.
Next time I order a coffee, I'm gonna order it with cream.
I don't know.
And milk, I agree with you guys. I hate milk. I use orange juice in my cereal.
Wait, what?
Look, I know you're having a hard time, VHS, but what the fuck? Are you joking?
I've never heard.
I've never heard that before. That's one me and Anthony can both agree on. I've never
Oh
heard that
God.
before in my life. Oh my god. But if you enjoy it, I enjoy that for you, I
Oh
think.
my God. Low key, it's a culture thing. I didn't start putting milk in my coffee till I lived with my. I do know, like, cream is a form of milk. Yes, I do know that. But it's like, I've never seen milk come in flavors. So that's my thing. It's like you're just putting plain milk in coffee because coffee already tastes like a chalkboard. So I'm like, we're
You're gonna
putting
put
plain
milk
milk
in
in
that?
coffee? That's what I don't understand.
It just makes it, like, creamier. The coffee's
Oh,
just yeah.
okay.
Oh, there's Channing Decker. So this guy with Tommy Dreamer right now, he is the guy that owns Greektown Wrestling in Toronto.
Oh, okay. The one
That
that's
like
in the pink.
yeah.
Okay, okay, that's cool.
So that little indie show that I saw with Eddie Kingston like
Yeah,
last year, yeah, that was at his show.
interesting.
It is so good, by the way. Greektown Wrestling, it's phenomenal. If you're ever in Toronto, line it up with one of those bad boys. Oh my god, Dirty Dango.
MDB says orange juice in cereal is diabolical. It is. I've never heard that. Like it's always been milk and cereal.
Uh,
I don't.
One of
I
my
don't.
neighbors a long time ago used to put ketchup on her Cheerios, though, so I've heard worse. So disgusting.
Why?
I have no idea. She put ketchup on everything, but that is where I drew the line. I was like, that is fucking awful. That's just
I mean,
weak.
I've heard like weird things. Like my old coworker, she doesn't eat pizza with cheese, so it's just the bread, the sauce, and the like the pepperoni and stuff. And I'm like, what? I don't. That doesn't. And I was like, why can't you just get breadsticks? And she was like, it's not the same. I'm like,
Pizza without cheese isn't the same either. Oh my god. Just bread and sauce, MDB.
exactly. That's it.
My godfather didn't let me have cereal without me putting something in it. Since I hated milk and wanted cereal, I poured orange juice. But like, what kind of cereal? Like, Luna, do you put mustard on cereal? That's one thing I don't put mustard on. Everything else is fair game.
Mustard.
Oh, I love it. I love me some mustard. I've heard about people putting water in cereal. I've heard that a lot, actually.
For what reason? Like, what was the reason?
Just damp cereal. Just damp. Boston Dreamer looking prego. He's, you know what? Like, usually I'd say don't body shame, be nice to the man, but he has no business doing what he's doing, you know?
It's given the third trimester. That's what it's given.
Oh my god. I'm trying so hard to be nice, but it's just so I saw a clip of him on his Busted Open podcast. It was him and some other old dude talking about wrestling and how they felt that the Von Erichs were disrespected last night on AEW Dynamite because they did like a promo backstage.
Mm-hmm.
And listen to this. They thought it was bad, like they thought that it was in bad taste that they put the Von Erichs back there with Danhausen because Danhausen curses people and the Von Erich family is cursed. So they thought it was in bad taste. First of all. Second of all, having Tommy Dreamer say anything about bad booking when, again, he is the digital media champion going into 2024, beating Crazy Steven, man needs to stop. He needs to knock it off.
It's giving Chris Jericho.
It's giving, yes. Come once in a while or come never, but don't come all the time. You don't need a belt. Knock it off. Knock it all the way off.
And to like expand on it just a little, Tommy Dreamer was here when Impact came to Atlanta. I think they filmed his match, but I don't think it was shown on television. And he was saying how this was going to be like somewhat of his last run. He didn't know if he was going to wrestle with Impact in Atlanta the next time they come and stuff like that. But I didn't want to see him wrestle, so I left. I don't. He was like the very last match, and I was like, I'm going back home. I have a 45-minute drive anyway, so I'm not.
You know that meme, that meme of Homer Simpson just disappearing into a bush?
Yes.
That was you. You're like, I don't care. Oh my God. First of all, why do you believe in curses? No, Tommy Dreamer and all those guys actually believe that Danhausen has superpowers and that he is cursing people 100%.
What?
It's nuts.
Wow.
Breaking Kushida to stay in Impact and signed a contract. I'm super happy about that.
I'm super excited for that. Let me see. I'm gonna go back up to the chat a little bit. MDB here says LMAO, not the third trimester. Yeah, it's given that. I'm just saying. VHS says there's only two good cereals that taste good with orange juice, Cheerios and cornflakes, and that is because both aren't sugary cereals. And the sweetness of the orange juice gives it a bit of flavor. I'm sorry, VHS. As you continue to explain this, it just gets more crazy and funny. I hope this is making you laugh because I know you're having, a moment in a terrible time, but it's just like you're not going to convince me that this is good.
I'm just imagining you get to the end of the bowl and there's like a few just floating in the orange juice, just like. We all have our things, though. We all have our things. It's all good. I might try it. Probably not, though. Vance, so Tommy Dreamer is the new Jericho of Impact. I would say he's worse because at least Jericho can still somewhat wrestle. Tommy Dreamer can't. He moves worse than Matt Hardy. I said what I said.
Calm rant by Luna.
And that's the thing. I love Tommy Dreamer. I really do. EC dub for life, but those pants, he's always wearing the busted open t-shirt. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. Like at least Chris Jericho has Judas, you know? It's a fun little sing-along. He has busted open the t-shirt. Not saying I'm not sick of Chris Jericho. Don't get me wrong. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think we both had a conversation about Mr. Chris Jericho.
That eggnog thing that I sent you of him dancing.
Yes.
Oh, poor guy. Oh.
Boston Gamer says, "What's your thoughts on the current match?" I'm not really paying attention, to be honest. The cereal and the orange juice thing really took me.
It's yeah. And again, Tommy Dreamer's in this match, and I just can't give it a hoot. Just throwing it out there, I used to eat uncooked instant mash. What's that?
Like instant mashed potatoes?
Please say no. Please.
If you say yes, VHS, we might have to ban you from the chat.
Oh my God. Oh,
yes.
That cannot be good for you. That can't be good for you. Oh my God. I used to eat, or I still do, uncooked Mr. Noodles, and you crush them up in a bag.
Mr. Noodles, is that like ramen noodles here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought that was weird, but never mind.
Weird. Okay. I'm trying to think if I do anything weird with food, but I don't think I do.
So growing up, very poor, I used to think buttered chicken was just butter on chicken. So I used to melt butter on chicken in the microwave for like 10 minutes and eat it. It was so disgusting. I don't do that anymore. Thank you.
Oh man.
Oh yes. Yes, I did want to talk about this. Did you see the Bo Dallas thing? Promo?
No, there's
it's pretty much
this?
I think he put it up on Twitter.
Okay.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I saw it on TikTok. I think Heel Kevin. I don't know if you know him. I don't really know him, but he put it up.
Yes. Okay.
It is so good. It looks like he's bringing back like a Bray Wyatt type thing. So
is he going to have a faction too as well?
So he pretty much comes out and says he was Uncle Howdy.
Okay.
And he's going to carry on Bray's legacy and all that stuff. So looking like it could be a hot one.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool.
So we have another match here, which wasn't announced, but it's from the Atlanta tapings. It's Kylan King and Taylor Wilde, but it's Taylor Wilde versus Deonna Purrazzo, which should be interesting. I vaguely remember this match and it was pretty good. But I do want to talk about Kylan King for a minute. When I was at the Atlanta tapings, I took a picture of Kylan King doing her pose on the turnbuckle. I posted it on Twitter. She stole my photo and didn't give me credit.
Wow, girl.
So like after I tweeted it, I tagged her in the tweet. So she retweeted it and liked it and then made another tweet with the same picture. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's my
She just saved it on her phone. She's like, no, 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 no. Rude. But at least she retweeted it as well.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Diana Perazzo. I really hope she doesn't leave. I love her.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
But I hate when people do that. Somebody stole my status on Facebook, went viral. Eric Tate, I still miss Bray a lot. Same.
Yeah, Bray, that was tough. I'm not gonna lie. As a guy, as a man, I think I cried for 2 days when Bray Wyatt passed away.
Oh my god. I think that one fucked up a lot.
Yeah.
Fucked up a lot of people. That was me with Jay Briscoe, though. Oh my god. I couldn't believe how sad I was when he passed away. Like, when you know somebody that passed away and your like whole body gets hot and you just can't
Yeah.
stop crying. That's how it was. It was insane.
Wow.
So awful. I usually don't get that way over celebrities, but I really
And I don't either, but that one, I think it was like more shocking. And I didn't find out online. I got a text from one of my closest friends, and he was like, Bray Wyatt passed away. And I'm like, you're lying. And then I looked on Google, and then it was true. I dropped my phone, and then I literally cried for like 10 minutes. Like and then I just kept crying throughout the night. The next day at work, I was crying. I almost was like, I have to leave. It was bad. It was bad.
Oh my god. We all have that one or three people, that are celebrities. That one, I don't know the what? I was trying to click on this. I don't know the Migos like at all. I know one song. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but Takeoff, for some reason, that one really bothered me. And I think it's because like how everything went down. It was just sad, like as a human, that was awful.
I don't know who Takeoff and Migos is. That's probably not shocking, but I don't. So. I do know Takeoff didn't Takeoff pass away? I'm guessing, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
He was shot. He was shot like outside of a gambling place, whatever they're called,
Okay.
gambling hut. Like in front of his uncle, and it was just awful. And he was just standing there, and people were fighting, and he was trying to not get involved in it. So,
okay.
Oh, and New Jack, that one sucked too. Even though he wasn't the best person on planet Earth, but watching anything good for shows lately? I just finished. Was it today? Yesterday? F-Boy Island. It ended.
So I still haven't watched that yet because you have told me that I need to watch it.
So bad. I love it.
Okay, I have to watch it. I've been watching, I think I said this the last time we talked about TV shows. I'm still watching Law and Order. Well, I'll probably be watching that until I die. I'm on season 3, Law and Order SVU. I'm still watching that. Netflix just dropped the second part of The Crown. I like the royal family and a lot of the history surrounding that. So I'm gonna watch that this coming weekend. And then in January, I might not be watching AEW as much because my Chicago shows come back. Chicago PD, Fire, and Med. So
your Chicago show.
I have to watch those.
Yeah, I don't watch shows. I only watch wrestling and my few reality trash shows. And then I watch like YouTube True crime.
True
That's
crime, yeah.
literally, that's all I got.
I mean, if you guys want to know something super embarrassing about me in TV
Yeah.
shows, if you actually follow me on Twitter, you would have saw a clip from the Real Housewives of Potomac. That's in Potomac, Maryland. So I watched a handful of the Real Housewives shows. Don't ask me why, but I do.
Oh my god. And honestly, with this WrestleMania thing that I'm doing right now, I don't
You don't
have
have
time
time.
for anything. Like I literally live work Friday to Monday, like 9-hour shifts. And then Tuesday I live stream it and then I write down things that I want to do, get ready for the day. Wednesday, I film all of it. Then I start editing it. Then I finish editing it on Thursday and then I put it up while watching wrestling. And then Friday, I'm back to work. That is
Oh,
literally my
wow. So
life
you
right
don't
now.
have time.
I
You don't have
literally don't have
time to
time for
watch
anything.
anything.
This WrestleMania thing was a really stupid idea, but I'm glad I did it. I'm doing it.
And it looks like you're having fun with it, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
this week was a little rough. I was
Big
like,
dick.
I didn't even know where I was. Like, big dick. Oh my god. But now that we're into the attitude era, I'm definitely having more fun than I was like WrestleMania 4, you know?
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah, you have a lot going on.
I
I also watch I don't know if anybody watches Evil Lives Here. Does anybody watch that? It's a true crime show. Um,
mm,
but they have a spinoff called Evil Lives Here, The Killer Speaks. And so they actually go into prison and interview the killer of the true, of the crime. And when I tell you that stuff is very interesting, a lot of those people don't have remorse. One guy completely like denied it. I never did it. I don't know who these women are. Like I didn't yeah, it's interesting. It was only 6 episodes. I don't know if they're still making any, but I watched all 6 episodes and I'm like, this is really intense. So
I'm gonna have to look into that.
yeah.
So
It
is it
comes out.
true? It's true story?
Yes, it's true story. So the regular show Evil Lives Here is the reenactment, but then you have the interviews by the real people involved.
So
Yeah,
each episode is a different story though.
correct. Yeah,
That I can get into.
yeah.
It's just like when I have a show like a series or whatever and it's 12 episodes or 20 episodes whatever, I can't get into it for some reason.
That's
Um,
understandable. A lot of people are like that.
Luna is Starcade's next. So after I'm done with WrestleMania in April, I will be taking about a month break, I think. Because I also took WrestleMania weekend off from work, so I will be here a lot. And I think me and Anthony are still going to be watching December to
To
Dismember.
dismember, yeah.
And then also when February comes up, I do want to watch for Valentine's Day, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre pay-per-view.
That's a thing.
Oh, because I'm on WrestleMania 15, I had to like rewind on a lot of stuff and I
Yeah.
totally forgot. There's a hardcore championship match between Hardcore Holly and Al Snow and they end up in like the Mississippi River,
Mhm.
like legit. So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that from start to
Wow.
finish.
Wow.
So come
Okay.
February, I'll be watching that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think after I'm done all this, I might do some ECW or WCW. I don't know. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
Saint Valentine's Day Massacre had Austin and Vince McMahon in a steel cage. Yes, it did. Beautiful, gorgeous.
Wow. Wow. Okay. That's some fun things coming up.
Want to do it? Gotta
And
do
then
it.
you're on WrestleMania 16 next week.
Yeah.
You have a lot to go. So are you planning on doubling up?
I'm gonna have to, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, and then you're gonna double up on the WrestleManias that start to be like 72 hours. I don't
Oh my god.
like I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that right now. I don't know if I'm gonna just watch like the main events at this point. Because like
Mhm.
those are more fresh in my memory, right? Like I've watched
Right.
those more recently. So I might just do watch alongs of that because I don't know. I don't know if I can sit there for 7. I don't know. I
What you
don't know
might
what I'm
have to
gonna do.
do is, and I'm gonna click on this comment as well. I know it's WrestleMania 2000. I'm sorry, MTP. But what you might have to do is like maybe pick out the best matches from those WrestleManias and watch those.
I think that might be a good idea
Yeah, because a
because I
lot
don't
of the
think I can
matches,
watch.
like especially the one that pops to my mind is WrestleMania 27. I don't think you want to sit through Snooki, Trish Stratus, and
I can
John
skip that.
Morrison versus Lay Cool, and I think Dolph Ziggler. I don't think you want to watch that.
What WrestleMania is that? WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 27.
Let me pull this up for a second. That was in 2011. Yeah, and these are the ones like I've watched all of these
Like you've
start to
seen them
finish.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've seen all of these. How long is it?
I think that one was about 5 hours. And it's considered one of the worst WrestleManias.
So I put WrestleMania 27 and then I
Mhm.
put time to see how long it was, and it
Mhm.
literally comes up worst of all time. That makes sense.
Yeah. The worst WrestleMania was in my home state of Georgia. So
Did you
yeah.
go?
I didn't go. I didn't go. I'm
Oh,
glad I
I
didn't
miss
because it
Snooki. Yeah.
wasn't the only
Imagine
match
being
that was good on that pay-per-view was Undertaker versus Triple H one.
Oh,
And
nice.
that was the one where the Undertaker couldn't walk after the match and he had to be carted out. But yeah, everything else was terrible.
Oh god. MDB, nothing's worse than WrestleMania 4. I honestly am going to have to agree with you there. I can't see anything being worse than that.
I
Oh,
couldn't even finish WrestleMania 4
it
because that's the
sucked the life right out of me.
that's the tournament WrestleMania, right? Where the whole
Yes.
WrestleMania was a tournament. Yeah.
For the vacated heavyweight championship because who was it? Ted DiBiase tried to buy the belt from Hulk Hogan and he wouldn't let him, but then he ended
Just
up buying it from Andre the Giant and oh, it was so stupid. So
that
dumb.
was just dumb. Just dumb.
Deanna. Okay, I'm looking up Deanna Purrazzo right now. What is she doing?
Going through the chat again while Luna looks at that. Aaron Jobson. I watched one episode of Black Mirror and it wasn't for me. The very first episode disturbed me, and I
Was
have
that
not
the
watched
pig
it
one?
since. Yes, it was.
Yep, that's when I stopped too. Didn't watch after that. Absolutely not. Actually, no, that's a lie. I actually watched another episode where you rate people. So you'll just be walking down the street and they're rude to you for some reason. So you can downrate them.
Uh-huh.
And then you have like a number over your head out of 10. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh God, that's gonna happen one day. It's just too
What?
like
No.
I could totally see that happening one day.
No.
It's like your rating system on like, I don't know, Google reviews or something. Oh, just the future scares me, y'all. But yeah, the pig one. Oh,
I was like, I couldn't even get past that scene. I was like, that's enough for me.
that
So
made me so nauseous. Oh my God. Stranger Things, I think I watched season 1 and I actually really enjoyed it, but I never watched it again after that.
I think I got up to season 3, But after that, I kind of just fell off.
Sorry. Yeah, and
I
it's
fell
not,
off
it
really
wasn't
hard.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Aaron Johnson. I think he says it's modern day sci-fi. I guess he's talking about uh Black Mirror, I think it is.
Yeah,
If it
Black
is,
Mirror.
I'm sorry. I still couldn't do it.
No, that disturbed me. Boston, this match is awesome right now. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I actually really miss Yuya.
I know. And you remember we were looking forward to this match because they said it was happening and we never saw it, and they made us wait until December for it.
Right. Poor Yuya. Thanks for the blessings, MDB. I still got the sneezes a little bit. Yeah, like I cannot believe what they did. Like pair Joe Hendry up with Yuya, get rid of Yuya, and then you just don't see Joe Hendry ever again.
Yeah. It's like that was it, and Joe Hendry is gone. I'm hoping he's on the hard to kill card, hopefully. I don't know. It would be nice.
I'm going to actually look that up right now. Yeah, unfortunately, all these episodes have been just clip shows.
Yeah, clip shows are filler kind of episodes. One day while channel surfing, I stumbled upon the movie with an interesting plot where there's this cursed town and people missing. Well, 25 minutes into the movie, I realized I was watching the news.
Oh my God. Terrifying. That is legit terrifying. So, hard to kill. So far, we have the Impact World Championship, which is Alex
Mhm.
Shelley versus Moose, because Moose is cashing in, and the Impact Knockouts World Championship between Trinity and Jordan Grace. And that's all it says right now. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
I know we're probably gonna get ABC versus the Rascals for the tag titles at Hard to Kill, but yeah, they haven't really announced much of anything yet. So Joe
so. When
Hendry better be
is?
on that card. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, when is Will Ospreay and Josh Alexander 2 happening?
So they're going to be on the Snake Eyes event when
Oh,
they film the TV tapings.
okay. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
just those 2 matches so far.
Mhm.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like
And
it's
we're getting
coming
very close. It's in a month,
January.
basically.
Yeah,
It's like,
January 13th on a
yeah, so it was
Saturday.
a month from yesterday, basically. And I don't know how the Impact shows are going into like 2024. Like, what are we doing at the beginning of 2024? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, because they're not building anything into Impact, so kind of odd. Or into TNA. Okay, VHS, I've seen you bring this up a couple times. What the hell is government cheese?
I don't know what government cheese is.
I'm looking it up. This whole stream is just watching me Google things. Is processed cheese provided to welfare beneficiaries, food stamp recipients, and the elderly receiving Social Security in the United States, as well as to food banks and churches?
Hmm.
This processed cheese was used in the military kitchens during World War II and has been used in schools since the 1950s. Ugh,
Ooh.
it looks disgusting.
What?
Ew. You eat some weird stuff, VHS. Not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
Lay's has something. Oh, maybe that's a joke, but it says Lay's chips, government cheese flavored.
Government cheese flavored. What?
I'm so confused.
So weird.
Motor City Machine Guns, Okada versus Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, and Moose at Snake Eyes. I cannot wait. I know a lot of people online were dogging on this. I'm not really sure why.
Because they don't like wrestling.
Facts. Facts on facts. Oh dear God. Like, I just want to scream. If you don't like something, don't watch it.
Man, the entire internet has bugged me this week. And it started Sunday with the Dem Boys thing
Ooh.
with that just I think that was Sunday. I'm like 99% sure it was Sunday. That just kind of
That
yeah, it was a lot.
grinded my gears.
It
And there's
was a
this,
lot.
and I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to call somebody out a little bit. There's
Uh-oh.
an account on Twitter, I believe, and his name is Girth.
Yes,
Garth?
WWE Garth or Girth. I don't know what happened with him, so go ahead and explain.
Well, he went on to Mark's account
Uh-huh.
and said, "Thank you very much for apologizing. You know you were in the wrong," or something. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, he wasn't technically in the wrong. Sorry, he wasn't.
Mhm.
Like, I understand that Dem Boys is like a thing outside of wrestling. Completely
Yeah.
understand that. But we're not talking about outside of wrestling. We're talking about inside of wrestling. And that being said, I don't think the WWE or Fox or whoever said it did it maliciously or they
Right.
did it on purpose. I don't think that at all. But he
Yeah.
had a right to feel a certain way. I also don't think he should call for somebody getting fired, but
Right.
we all have to understand that he
He's
lost his
still
brother.
grieving.
And this was his brother's year, like almost to the year anniversary of his death, and the match that they had with FTR, right? So
Right.
they're all celebrating that match, the dog collar match that they had with FTR on ROH, and then they're going to have another type of match celebrating Jay Briscoe. So then to see somebody else using Dem Boys and your
In a
brother
wrestling.
has to, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, give him a little bit of slack. Did he act as a normal person would? No, because you don't act rationally when you're grieving. But like to attack him like that.
Yeah.
And MDB, I'm not even going to click on your comment because like I'm friends with you, but he can get mad over that. It has nothing to do with trademarking. It has to do with family and grieving. It has not, like, at the end of the day, yeah, you can say business is cutthroat and you can do whatever you want, but you have to realize that these are real people that we're talking about with real feelings.
I
And
think for me, I think it was just because it was used in the wrestling sense that really probably
that's it.
bothered Mark. I think that's really it. But yeah, it was just I think what really bothered me the most was just how people came and attacked him. I think that's kind of what
That's
bothered me. Then they
exactly.
attacked Mickey James for defending him, and she got called a lot of names that I did not personally like.
Mhm.
So I think that was just hard to read over the weekend when all that kind of went down. Like,
Well,
can't
and
we just
Mike,
all be nice?
yeah, like Mike Bennett and his wife Maria, they both left Twitter because of it, because people were
Yeah,
attacking them, and it's like, and that Garth guy was the one that kind of initiated a lot of it.
right.
I feel that I'm currently grieving too, but that was out of pocket for him to be that mad. I don't think it's ever out of pocket to grieve like that. I just don't. I think it was inappropriate for them to use that, and they probably should have thought about it a little more. I mean, back onto the yeet thing. I mean, somebody else has a copyright for that.
Yeah.
Maybe think before you. But
I think and then when it comes to grieving as well, like you do things out of anger sometimes without
mhm.
thinking as well. And I think Mark a little bit thought he was wrong, just how he kind of came off, and that's why
Mhm.
he apologized. So I do somewhat agree with MDB there. I don't know if it was totally out of pocket, but I think he knew he was in the wrong just a tad bit, and that's why he
Mhm.
came back to
Well,
apologize.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that's what I mean, like, you don't call for somebody's job and stuff like that, but you
right,
also have to understand from, like, his perspective, it's not okay. MDB, I'm grieving over this cup of milk I
right.
just finished. But and that's the thing, like, we can all look at it, kinda level-headed, and he can't, right? He's not in a level-headed space, but
Space. Yeah,
you could feel a certain way about it, but you don't attack a frigging grieving man over
right.
Jesus, like, relax.
This match is
Anyways.
way better than I thought.
Huh?
But then on top of that, this match is way better than I thought it was going to be. Like Yuya is putting on a show for his last
I
match,
know. I really miss
and
Yuya.
he's about to lose. Ooh,
Yeah, he's about to lose.
yeah. But on top of that, that happened on Twitter. It's your folks on Russell Talk that really just just did it for me this week over some awards, and I'm so shocked that you didn't see none of it. Like,
None.
I had at one point, I just refreshed my For You page, which I didn't know you could do that. You can go into settings and they can reset your For You page. And that's what I did because I was like, I can't see y'all argue anymore about some
Wait,
fake
what do you
awards.
do?
So you can go into settings. I'll send it to you like the instructions. You can go into settings and like refresh your For You page to give you like a new For You page, and you'll start seeing different videos. And I
Ah.
had to do that because I was over it. I was done because they were arguing like I've never seen before. So
Yeah, there's a
yeah,
whole lot of stuff that happened on Wrestle Talk that
yeah, it was deep.
yeah, I saw nothing.
You saw your WrestleMania videos. That was it.
That's it. That's all I saw, thank God. Thank God. Well, that episode is over.
Yeah. I thought it was a fun episode. That last match, even though we talked a lot, I was paying attention. But that last match was really good for Yuya's last match in Impact.
Hmm. Miss Yuya.
Yeah, I miss Yuya.
Yeah, I can't wait till we stop with the clip shows, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, we need to get
Getting
back
a
to
little
regular.
over it. If they're doing I mean, I guess they're doing another clip show next week. Maybe we'll just watch something else.
Are they doing another clip show next week?
I think they are until we'll look into it. If they are, I'm gonna pick something else.
Yeah, we can figure something. Maybe that's when we do December to Dismember or something.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
actually a really good idea.
I'm
'Cause
off that day and the next day, so that might be yeah.
I'm gonna look for it because I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, if they're having another clip show, we'll watch that. I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
yeah, so I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so what is coming up? What's going on? What's
So
happening in the world?
what do we have? We got SmackDown and Rampage tomorrow with KJ and Nick. Saturday we have Collision. Sunday hasn't been decided on yet. Um, I know you've seen the group chat. We've been working on the end of the year awards. I don't know if that's Sunday just yet. And then Monday is Raw, Tuesday NXT, Wednesday Dynamite, Thursday Impact or December to Dismember, then Friday SmackDown again, Collision next Saturday. I don't think there's a stream on Christmas Eve. I don't. I'm not sure. KJ might do something because he loves being on the channel 7 days a week. And then I don't know if they will be here for Monday Night Raw. I don't know. It is Christmas Day, but KJ likes to go rain, shine, even though we're all in the inside. So if the electricity is out, KJ is going to find a way to be on stream. So
And I will be here either Tuesday or Wednesday for WrestleMania. I will let you
Mhm.
guys know. I might have to change it to Wednesday, but I will figure that out. But yeah,
I think that's it. Yeah.
I think that's it. But we will also let you guys know we might be watching December to Dismember next week. I really hope they are doing a clip show now. Kind of do. But anyway, y'all, we'll see ya when we see ya. Tell a friend, be a friend, all that good stuff. Bye.